Hello again, it's Steve from the Car Key Man. Today we have a key from a Ford KA. Okay, it's a flip key and it has 3 buttons, and this one's been brought into us, and we're just going to have a look because this is quite a common problem. The boot button or one of the buttons gets worn through. So this key still works, but they're having to stick something in here like a screwdriver, and the problem with that is that eventually all this under here is going to get damaged. So we're just going to do a repair. The problems we found repairing these are twofold. Firstly, decent cases, trying to get hold of a decent second-hand replacement case. We tried a few and they weren't that good. So we decided to do something different. So we got this key off eBay in the end, and it didn't cost much. It was about £10–15, just for the pure thing of getting this in good condition. There might be a better way of doing it, but this is what we're going to show you how to do. Okay, right, first things first, this key. Now, this is the customer's key, and when it came to us, this was already loose. Okay, it's a bit of a silly way of doing it really, because this cover, or the Ford badge, has got 3 little legs on it, and those legs go there and here, and they kind of just clip in. So if you want to take this key apart, to get this off, we couldn't find any other way of doing it apart from it pops off and then it breaks these tiny little legs. Alright, so if you're going to fix this, you might need to stick that back on if that's important to you. Alright, we couldn't see any, or get another badge I suppose, but we couldn't see another way of doing that. So the first thing is to take the battery cover out, okay? And the thing that holds the battery in is this kind of carriage here. The screw at the moment is pointing to locked, so just turn that to unlocked. Right, okay, unlocked, and then you can just pop that up. So pop that out of the way and keep it safe. That's the battery holder. Next, we're going to undo this screw. Alright, pretty simple stuff this. Okay, I'm sure you can all undo screws without watching me do it, but there you go. That's a screw out of the way. And now the key is going to just come apart. Now, the only thing is, it's going to be a bit tight to undo. It's opening up slowly there. You could use these. Okay, so these are Circulat Pliers. You squeeze a handle and the jaws open, and we use them for loads and loads. They're really handy little things. So we've taken the screw out, but the key doesn't want to come apart, so just pop them inside here and just give them a gentle squeeze and the key will come apart. Okay, so that's the key open. Alright, there's a few important bits here. So the blade belongs to the customer, so we want to keep that, or belongs to you, whatever, if you're fixing your own key. So we want to keep that safe. And the other piece we want to keep safe is this here. So this is the circuit board, and this has got the chip on. This is really important. This here, don't touch that. If that breaks, then the car won't start. All right, so keep that out of the way safe. And this is no good anymore, so that can go in the bin. And all this is no good. All right, so let's just get that out of the way. Next, we want to do the same with this key, and we want to take a bit more care of this because this is the good case, and we want to keep this. So I'm sure you can, quite capable of doing all this. We've already taken the cover out. Screw out. All right, let's get that out of the way. And again, we're just going to gently open this up. It's quite tight. All right. A little bit more encouragement. So a bit more encouragement, and eventually we all came apart. Alright, try and take a bit of care of this. Okay, so in this key, this is just the donor key, so we don't need the blade. Okay, that's off another car, we can get rid of that. And we don't need the circuit board. So we can get rid of that. So the bits we need are this little pin we'll keep, and the case. So the last bit, really, this is all fairly straightforward, isn't it? Okay, so to put the key back together, first thing I would do is pop the circuit board out of the way, and that bit of case and the splitter ring, and we're just going to get this flip key back into the new cover. Alright, so this bit here needs to be lined up with the little noggin there, the spigot. Alright, okay, so that can just go on there, and when you do that, you have to, I would wind it round once like that. There you go. Then just hold it tight. Next you want to get your circuit board and pop it in. That's going to be a bit springy, remember, because there's these electrical contacts behind it and they're pushing up on it. So just, that's all okay. Don't forget to put your little split ring in there. That will go like it's hanging off there. Okay, all loose. And then get your cover, line it all up. Okay, it's a bit fiddly. You might have to do this a couple of times, but after a while you get the hang of it, and then give it a push down. So the blade flips out, and you have to give it a bit of a squeeze. Squeeze it all around, and eventually this gap will close. That's a bit tight there, but eventually the gap's all closed. Alright. Next thing is to put your screw in. Okay. Okay, so that's all secure now. The blade flicks out and flicks in. Okay, next thing is to put your battery cover in, and you want to turn, that part goes towards the back of the key. Just push it in, down there, give it a push, and eventually that will go down. Okay, then just turn the little noggin so that it stays locked. Okay, and you should now feel the buttons click, 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 click. And last of all, you can do what you want to do with this. Now you shouldn't really need to get in here again, so in theory you could just stick that down. It won't stay down obviously because the bits have been broken to get it off, but you know, if you stick it down, if you have to open the key again, then you'll be putting it into a new case anyway, so maybe a bit of glue on there. But and so there you go, that's it. With a 3-button key repair, you're good to go.